The Tigers have been rolling, winners of 5 of their last 6 games, with Jeremiah Martin averaging about 30 points in that stretch. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Sports Overtime. I'm Megan Rice. The Tigers with just 2 games remaining, starting with their final road test tomorrow at number 23 Cincinnati. And if you remember, the first time these teams played, the Tigers had the lead on the Bearcats a lot of that game, but things slipped away in the final 6 minutes. The U of M fouling in some critical moments, something they cannot do tomorrow if they're going to hand Cincy their 5th loss on the year.
Well, they are who they are. You know, for 40 minutes every game, they're taught to play all out. So that's something that we have to match. And, you know, for a team that that we don't do that every game, you know, you have to, you know, give yourself a pep talk. You have to tell yourself mentally to get ready for it. We have to physically prepare for it. And when you get there, it's going to be twice as hard because their fans are involved. It's in their building.
The number 7 Tennessee Volunteers hoping to get a little bit of revenge on number 4 Kentucky. See, the Vols thinking things might be a little bit different for the Wildcats playing in Knoxville, where Tennessee has a 24 home game winning streak on the line. UT also hoping to ride the momentum from their wild win in Oxford earlier this week. And trust me, Tennessee is ready for another crack at the Cats. With both of these teams tied for first in the SEC standings, I wouldn't bank on another 17-point blowout tomorrow.
You got a game plan. You got to execute it on both ends, and know that it's going to be a hard-fought game. You know, rebounding is a big part of it. You know, we've got to do a job of not fouling. They do a great job of getting to the foul line, and we've got to work hard at doing that ourselves. And but I expect both teams to play hard, and I think both teams are physical teams. We've just got to play harder than we played, and I think everyone knows that.
To some high school hoops in the girls Division II Class A playoffs, Harding falls to Providence Christian 56-40 in the other semifinal game. North Point loses to Christian Academy of Knoxville 47-39, but in the boys single A semis, Tipton Rosemark tops the Webb School Feet. Yeah, I had to check that mascot like 10 times. I still think they might be pranking me, but anyways, the Rebels win 67-62 and will play for the title tomorrow at 6:30. After another frustrating loss to the Chicago Bulls earlier this week, the Grizzlies hitting the road to take on the Mavericks tomorrow night. Despite having just 2 wins since the trade deadline, the Grizzlies are getting lots of production from their new pieces, something they want to continue to build off of. The team was able to practice today before playing the first of a back-to-back tomorrow, starting with Dallas. After that, it's off to face Oklahoma City on Sunday.
There's some challenges that will be presented in the teams that we're going to face, some quality teams coached by some quality coaches, but, you know, we're still building, you know, we're still trying to improve, and we need to see steps. You know, we need to see steps in that direction.
We got to work. We got to add some small details, you know, trying to shape up some things defensively, offensively. And, you know, we going on a road trip with a good confidence, and, you know, we going there to win the game.
Tomorrow's game also important for trying to convey the pick as the Mavericks sit in the 9th spot, the one the Grizzlies are trying to get to. And in Indianapolis today, one of the great milestones in the NFL offseason, the NFL Combine. Trayvon Tate, Darrell Henderson, and Tony Pollard taking part for the Tigers. Here's a look at Pollard doing some of the on-the-field drills. The big news out of the day, though, Henderson's unofficial 40 time was originally clocked in at 4.36, which would have been the fastest of all the running backs, but his official time ended up being 4.49. I'd like a recount. Either way, here's a look at the Tigers running backs numbers in some of the main events. Henderson coming up with a 40 time of 4.49, had a 33.5 vertical jump and 22 reps for the bench press. Pollard had a 4.52 40 time, 35 on the vertical jump, and 13 reps on the bench. Tate did not take part in today's 40. Time for a quick break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at Memphis 901 FC's final tune-up. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show. Memphis 901 FC taking on the Memphis Tigers for their final preseason tune-up tonight. This was 901 FC's first time on the field at AutoZone Park for match action. And let me tell you, they felt right at home. Memphis 901 FC topping the Tigers by a score of 5-1. Up next for 901 FC, their inaugural match on March 9th. That's just 8 days away.
I thought the team really played well. I think we're starting to grasp the concepts that we wanted. You know, we were able to score 5 goals against a really good organized team. So I think we were able to play fast and have good ball possession and create different opportunities through different players.
And the Memphis Express are back at the Liberty Bowl tomorrow afternoon with a new starting quarterback. Under center, Zach Mettenberger will look to lead the Express to their first ever victory as the team takes on the 2-1 San Diego Fleet. Kickoff was moved up to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Now keep in mind the Express have been in each of their first 3 games, but they've struggled late in those games, especially in the fourth quarter, something they hope to fix for tomorrow.
Maybe we're going to have to run a little bit more. We're going to have to do more things to be more cognizant of it, put a complete game together. That is the thing that we're focusing on right now, is finishing the game.
And on the baseball diamond, the Tigers lost their game against Middle Tennessee today, 2-1 in 10 innings. Those teams meet again tomorrow for a doubleheader starting at 1. That's going to do it for Friday Sports Overtime. Good night, everyone.